Hey guys, it's Kat. So, I know I said last month that my 3D technology video that I was supposed to have planned for, I think, next week flopped because my technology wasn't working right. Well, let's just say you guys look at this.
I signed this exact contract to license my toy invention, Bop It, to Hasbro.
So, did you see that?
Contract to license my toy invention.
The 11th day of March, 1996. And what is today? Hey Google, what is today?
It's Monday, March 11th, 2024.
So, with that being said, Bop It is not 25, obviously. That was back in 2021. So it's 2024 now, which means it is Bop It's
Score 28.
28th anniversary or birthday. So, again, my technology was not working right for my 3D project, but I have something else in mind to celebrate today that actually is .3D. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be using Paint 3D on my Windows 11. I used to use Paint 3D on my mom's Windows 10 laptop that I used to make my videos on early on. And I'm going to make a 3D model instead of making the whole video 3D. I mean, it's the next best thing, except I won't need these glasses. I just wanted to put them on. I'll end up taking them off while I work so you can, or so I can see. This is gonna be a long one today, folks, so stay with me. I am going to make a 3D model of a little mascot that looks like a dog that has a resemblance to the Bop It Extreme 22. And you'll see how I will do this as you continue to watch the video. So, technically this is my Bop 3 Diva special. So, with that being said, let's go into Paint 3D. It just updated itself before I used it, or before I opened it up. So now you're gonna see the whole process. So we're gonna go to New, and see I've got a blank canvas here. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit different than some videos you may have seen. So what I'm going to do first is go to 3D shapes. I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm doing here. So of course you can draw a dog as a 3D shape. It doesn't exactly match like it's like you would hope it would. See, there's the dog looking at you, his left side, his butt end, his right side, and then him looking at you again. So I'm not gonna quite use all of this in my model. I'm gonna see if I can crop a few things from this, and here you can also shift between the canvas, how far the canvas goes and stuff like that. I think you can make 3D models for 3D printing in here if you tried. But yeah, you guys are gonna see the whole process of what I do. So let me see if I can select a certain part of him. Nope, looks like I can't. Can I crop? No, I have, let me be honest, you guys, I have not used, oh, here we go, transparent canvas. I have not used Paint 3D in a long time, so bear with me. Oh, here we go, crop. Wait, this is for the canvas. So we will take the tail, oh, what? Oh, what the heck did I just do? Oh, I just reset the canvas. Okay, so apparently this dog model will not work. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete it. Bye-bye, doggo. And we're going to make one from scratch. So as you can see on the left-hand side, or on the right-hand side here, I'm sorry. Let me go into zoom a little bit here to, no, not zoom video. Oh, magnifier, that's what it is. I'm hoping this doesn't make my computer crash, but we'll see. Here we go. So as you guys can see, I've got all these 3D shapes, and I can just doodle if I wanted to. The 3D models, this is where I found the dog. So what we are going to do is, oh, Windows minus, is we're going to draw out the dog ourselves. So, oh, this is gonna tell me how to do it. I don't know how to, I know how to do it. Okay, so here's what, so I can literally just draw a round head. Yeah, it looks like it, and there I can extend it or contract it as much as I want. Basically, I just made a moon rock. So, okay. That's not gonna work. So we'll try it again. We'll draw a sphere. So to make it a perfect sphere, I hold Shift, drag it out, let go, and there's our sphere. Of course, you can't see any moving at all because it's a sphere, obviously. But what we can do is contract this very slightly. So this will be the head, or this will be the, I'm sorry, this will be the nose. Yeah, if we rotate it, it literally makes a pill. So what we can do is literally just make it so it's like a little tiny, almost like a fish oil pill, if you've ever taken fish oil supplements, omega-3s. And we'll just set that off to the side. Now what we can do is draw another sphere. Oops. We'll draw another sphere. See that? That is, it is combining the entire shape that I'm making here. It looks like it's combining it. So if we group these together, and we rotate, see, you can see it's got a front. Now we gotta ungroup because I have to fix the nose slightly. Now if we rotate, it looks more like a dog anyway. You know, I'm starting to wonder, I'll make this dog have a smaller snout because I want to make this a little more unique. There, it's kind of got a smaller snout. See, here's the bottom view. So it's at 116 degrees. Oops. So what I'm doing to put these together is I'm pushing Control G to group them. G for group. And if I want to ungroup, I have to do Control Shift G. See that? They are two separate objects again. And to select them, to select everything, I have to do Control A, select all, Control G. And yes, you guys, this is only on a Windows, so you wouldn't be able to do this on a Mac if you got one. So, we got our snout-nosed doggo. But here's what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to change the color to something else. Now, if I'm going to go into Bop It Extreme 2022, if you go to images, you can actually see there is a video in here. It's one of my thumbnails. See, Bop It Extreme 2022 test mode in 60 seconds. And there's also a thumbnail from one of my other videos that has just Bop It Extreme 2022 test mode. So this right here. You guys recognize this thumbnail? So now, oh, and it also looks like one of my other videos is in here. Bop It XT can go past 100. That's a previous video of mine. But we're making this look like the Bop It Extreme 2022 type thing because it's super popular with the Bop It Arcade, Bop It Battle, which is another arcade game. Yeah. So, let's take this image here And there is a new tool on Windows that's being tested called Power Toys. And what that does is it will help me, you can do a whole bunch of things on it. It kind of makes it so it is kind of like Windows in a sense. There's my Bop It button. It says Bop It button official review, but all it pops up is my demos. That's weird. So Power Toys, which I see is not responding because that takes a lot of juice out, I'll tell you that much. So I'm gonna pick up a picture here of Bop It Extreme 2022. This is from Amazon in a new tab. And I gotta remember the shortcut for this. Of course, Power Toys is not gonna close itself, so I have to do it myself. Oh, here we go. So there's a thing, if I push Windows key, Shift, C, it picks a color. And so what that does is it will take the color, put it in hexadecimal, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. And there are actually 256 combinations for that, which is where they get the 256 colors from in RGB on a monitor. So what we're going to do, and actually that's what they do with, that's what they do with RGB is 0 to 255. So I'm going to press Windows key, Shift, C, and you can see where my cursor is. It's highlighting the color that my cursor is hovering over to choose the color. So what we're going to do is take the color of the Bop It Extreme 22. So let's go around here. So that area right there I just selected, the hexadecimal code is 2E, 2B, 2E. RGB, if you use a slider, if you use the sliders, it's 46 red, 43 green, 46 blue. And HSL, which has to do with hue, saturation, something like that, is 300 for a hue, 3% saturation, and I forget what the L is. I learned it in graphic design. So what we're going to do now is go into Notepad, because we're going to mark give me a second. What we're going to do is mark down each color in the notepad. Actually, wait a second. Didn't there used to be a sticky notes? There is a sticky notes. I forgot they had that. So yeah, we'll do a sticky note instead. I can back up my notes and sync across devices. Oh, come on. Apparently I never set this up. List view as a hub for all your notes. Okay, here's something I did not remember saving in 2020. We'll skip that. So, the body is number 2E, 2B, 2E. Those are for hexadecimal. Then so what I'm going to do with this dog is put Bop It pieces on it. So we will do twist, and we'll select that color. Let's go around here. That is going to be AA7E05. Then the pull is number 7694A2. The spin wheel, and we're going to make all these ourselves here. The graphic makes it look red, but it's actually, the game is actually orange. But we're going to use red anyway because it looks better in Bop It Extreme. So that is 780A0E, and then the flick it is number 0D8A63. Oh, and we should probably put the Bop It button in there too. And then Bop It is 6A0846. So you can see while I've been doing this, there are different codes, like for RGB for using a slider, or hexadecimal, which is most commonly used in graphic design, hexadecimal. So we'll close the color picker, move this thinger off to the side. We're going to just save this one to the desktop. And so now that we've got our picture here, we can add color. And see here, there's red, green, blue, and hexadecimal. So we can make the body that color. So copy that, paste that. There we go. And now it's the color of the Extreme 22. So now what we're going to do is take this and we're going to draw the ears. Add depth to a flat doodle in a flat doodle. Oh, this is the opposite. Okay. So what we're going to do is just draw an ear like that. See, it is completely, well, yeah, it's flat, obviously. I can change that. Almost looks like a pear from like a Paraphone. And then I can use this thing that looks like a weight that measures the Z-axis position, so it'll show you how far on the Z-axis this goes. So if you have been in geometry, you'll notice that there is an X and Y axis on a grid. In 3D design, there's a Z axis. So there we go. We'll put the thing back in there just a teeny bit. We'll group them all. And see that? We've got us a dog ear, sorta. There we go, we can make it even thinner if we wanted to. Here we rotate it. Oops. So now, if we put it in 3D view, oh wait, that's not it. Now let's group them and rotate. Okay, see, we put a little too much. We put the ear in too far. So, let's move it out just a smidge. So we still want the doggo to have ears. Edit color. Here's our color that we had. There we go. That looks more like a doggy ear. Maybe even tuck it in just a teeny bit more. Rotate it slightly. Oops. Here we go. Rotate about -7 degrees. And I mean, we got a dog ear right here. Let's take it out of the axis just a teeny bit. And now if we turn it, there, that looks better, doesn't it? So now what we have to do is ungroup this, and we will duplicate, or I guess we can't duplicate, we can copy and paste. And what we have to do is rotate, or we have to flip along the y-axis. So that is the up and down. That's vertical. X is the horizontal. Okay. In a 3D shape, the x-axis is usually, which is the horizontal, is usually the width. The vertical axis, which is y, is usually the height. And the z-axis in 3D, like this is considered the depth. So now, what we have to do, so now that this is, we can group these together. I select all of that with my, oh, I didn't know I put 2 ears in there. So let's do the same exact thing on the other side. Move it up to the z-axis. We might have a little tiny problem, but we'll make it work. So now we can group all them together. Look at that, we got a dog head. We should probably lift that up just a smidge. Ah. There we go. So now if we turn it, we've got a dog head. We'll work on the facial features later. For now, we're just going to work on the modeling. So now that that's done, we'll set him off to the side, which is about up here. There we go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to paint a tube shape. See, it jiggles. See? Complete cylindrical tube. And what we're going to do is... Oh, that's not it. We're going to rotate to the side. Then do that so I can make it small. Like this. This is going to be a dog collar. I might have to make it even smaller still. There we go. So now we can make the dog collar. Let's make the dog collar the spin it red. So spin it red was 780A0E. Add a color. You Control V, paste it. There. Actually, what do these other ones look like here? There were other colors too. Dark red. We'll make it just a solid red. How's that? Okay. So, we got the dog collar, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to twist it this way. We're going to modify the collar slightly to make it so the thing is looking straight at us. And truthfully, we could even have just done a cylinder, just a solid cylinder, which, you know what, let's do that because it'll be easier for us to do this. So we'll change the color, make it our nice bright red. See, there's our cylinder. So what we gotta do is make this super skinny. See, it's just almost like a flipping coin. So, yeah, like that. So what we're gonna do is before we apply it onto the dog, we're going to copy the shape of the Extreme 22's thing, of the little grooves that it has on it. So how we will do that is we're going to take the 3D Doodle tool. You can adjust the different shapes of the tube, which will be, I can do a capsule, cylinder, triangle, diamond, hexagon, or star. Let's take it as a cylinder, and you can adjust the thickness. Oh God. Well, I mean, that's good, sorta. There, so we've got ourselves a cylinder. It's not exactly straight. Well, here, let's just do this again. So, here's our thing now. I thought there was a way to move, but apparently you can't on here. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to turn the cylinder, make it super thin, have it so it's looking directly at us. And what we're going to do is adjust it on the axis so it looks like it's becoming a wheel. And if you notice the Extreme 22's spinet, it does have a it has a couple divots in, or has a bunch of notches in it. So let me go up to the images again. Find my thumbnail of my thing. Or actually, I could just click any of these, if, to be honest with you. Okay, like this one right here. So you see over here on the right, it does have a bunch of different notches on it. We can adjust that slightly. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, I'm actually going to use the color picker on this just to use the orange just in case. Win Shift C. What the heck is wrong with you? Oh, Win Shift. Oh, there we go. So let's select the orange. And that was, we'll put that in our thing. We'll call this spin red and spin orange. So our red was the 78080E, or 780AOE, I'm sorry. And the hexadecimal code for the orange is FB6246. So we'll keep that in mind. So yeah, you see it's got all the little grooves on it. Well, we're going to try and recreate those grooves in here. In fact, let's see. What is? I'm going to match it to the Bop It Arcade game. I don't know if was that red or was that? It was red. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, Bop It Arcade's spin it is red. And it's huge. So that's always a plus. Okay, anyway, so now we got the red, we're going to copy paste these all around the game, the thingy here. I know it looks like they're gone. Don't worry, they're not. Oh, we already did that. Okay, so now let's look at the 3D view. And it looks like our objects did not paste over. What? Okay, that's not a bad fix. We can fix that. But what we can do is move it within the Z-axis. See that? It's kind of, oh, no, not mixed reality. Dang it. Haha, you can't even see my camera anyway. Yeah, so see, some of these are not quite at the axis. So, what we can do is we selected them all, and we can rotate 90 degrees so we can see exactly where we're at with each shape. Yeah. Now we can rotate this back. We'll have to do, oh, a bunch of these got duplicated, that's why. Whoa. That's where all my circles went. So, again, we can just duplicate. So these are all duplicated. We can just match them along with the rest of the shape. And there's our spin it. But now we have to select them all, make sure everything is sized proportionately. And if we take this, we've got ourselves, well, close enough to a spin anyway. We could probably move these in just a little bit. Okay, so that is done. Now what we have to do is make the other little grooves that are inside of the spinet. So we'll take more cylinders here, make them kind of tiny. Put it at 90 degrees. See, should fit right in. Yeah, just like that. Kind of oblong it, make it a little oblong. So that way it just like, pops out. Like that. I know, I have to fix that. We can make this a group here because we are not going to need to copy that anymore. So what we need to do is rotate this slightly. Okay, there we go. Make it straight. Well, sorta anyway. Oh, that's how you shift. That's how you move, is use Alt. Let's try and make it as flat as we can. I think that's as flat as we're going to get, people. So, okay. Well, it's going to be angled anyway. So we have to adjust this cylinder so it's about the same width as actual spinet. See, it's kind of poking out there. So that we got that. And let's make that a slightly darker red. So maybe even, you can even use that red and then, you know, kind of make it the darkish red that it's supposed to be. Or make this red. Make this maybe an even lighter red. So let's switch this to 0, 0. See, that's almost an orange. That should be good enough, I would think. So the nice thing about this is I know the things are not proportionate at all. Ah, crud. Let's just make it red and call it good. Okay, so I know these are not proportionate, but I just realized if you think about it, the extra wedge in the spinet is actually thinner. So we can just move that in slightly. See that? See how it's... See how it's only partially in there? You can just make it like that so the actual spin still looks good. So now we got to make copies of this. One more. There. Now all we have to do is just rotate this. Oh, shoot. Probably should rotate the whole thing, don't you think? Yeah, so we're gonna have to group these. Yeah, see, it's in there. Like you can see the little divider mark there. We can even ungroup it, maybe make the shape a teensy bit thinner. Oops. Ball 26. Oh, here's a really thin, I don't know where it came from. Yeah, we can make this even just a smidge thinner. So that way when we group it, see, it's still part of the spinet. But if we turn it, it does look three-dimensional. And we'll put it inside the axis a little bit. There. So we'll group that. Now comes the fun part. All we gotta do is spin it and put the rest of the stuff on the model. There we go. Trying to make this straight again. Having a little difficulties, I see. Okay, so yeah, we got our spin it. I know it's a little wobbly there, but we can always fix that. So let's put these little thingers in here, except what we're gonna have to do is copy and paste these again. Whoa, 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 that was weird. There we go. See, the circle there is still in there, but it's still makes it 3D, both sides. Except this part here, that needs to go back. That needs to get sucked in a little bit. There. And the rest of these can sort of spurt out. Yeah, the rest of the circle placement I think looks decent. There we go. Now what we got to do is just work on bunching all of these together. So we grouped it. Trying to make it as straight as possible, you guys. I know we're going to end up rotating it back later, but still. Okay, so we got our little cylinder thinger. What we got to do is put them back in the circle. This may require me to do this a few times. Yeah, see? It's pretty dimensional, I'd say, for the most part. Oops. Something small like that won't be tracked well. Okay, copy that, make another one. And we'll take our wheel, group it again, turn it back. And we will go to this next part. Oops. Move that past the axis. Just a little. There, now we gotta do a copy and paste. Oops. Ungroup. Make a copy and paste again. Do one more because I don't remember how many we've done already. So now that it's grouped, we can go back, put another notch in the spinet. Looks like it might even need to be have a little tiny adjustment. We'll group that together. Go on to the next one. Rotate to the next one. I really hate my mouse wheel. Rotate this again. Put the next little cylinder in here. Okay, let's see. Interaction controls. Oh, with the mouse I have to, Alt and then drag to pan. That's what it is. And then zoom. Okay, whatever. Oops. We forgot to group this. Looks like we need one more little gadget, one more little notch in here. There we go, now it's panning. There. And now, let's group that. We'll turn it. Oh, that ain't good. Okay, let's fix that slightly. See, some of them didn't quite make it. There we go. Let's move this down here. Move this one down a little bit and in. There, I would think that looks pretty good. So yeah, if you see the model now, oh. And then take this whole thing. Yeah, you can see some of it has rotated very nicely. Some of it has not. So let's take we'll group this, see how it looks from the front. I'd say that looks pretty good. So now we don't even need to put a hole in here because this is going to be an attached model anyway. So what we're going to do is shrink this down to maybe that size. Put it from the side like this, turn it, and put it on the dog. So there we go. That's why it wasn't rotating. Okay, so here's the back of the dog's head. We can position the collar just right. Oops. There we go. Maybe even make the collar just a smidge bigger. Move it out of the axis just a teeny bit. turn off 3D. Looks like we're going to need to back it up just a little bit more. I guess we have to do it so it barely touches the dog. There we go. Just like that. And there, so we got the dog's collar just like that. Now let's work on the body. So let's go back over here. This is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to try and make it so the dog is sitting. Not 100% sure how well that will work, but we'll try it. So here I can draw a dog body. Like that. So it is 3D, sorta. Widen it just a teeny bit so it looks like it's actually a dog body. And we'll change the color to the Bop It Extreme 2022's color. Put it in 3D view. Put it just before the collar. Like, oh, that ain't right. So something a little like this. Maybe even shrink the body down a little bit. I'm gonna make it so it looks like he's sitting. So I have to turn the axis a little, or rotate it a little anyway. View. Put that back. There we go. Now what we're going to do, so we got the spin it on there. Let's do the front legs. So the front legs are going to be cylinders. So let's make it so it's about like this length right here. And now we can take our sticky note, copy the twist hexadecimal code, or no, wait. So we got the color saved, obviously, but we'll make the leg like that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to almost recreate the twisted shape that is on the Extreme 22, almost. So we have to do that by making a flat shape, and it looks almost like a Y type shape. Oh, that was a horrible drawing. Do over. So we got the curve. another curve. There we go. Something like that anyway. So we got our shape there. It's gonna have to be flat because we have to make it dimensional now. So what we're going to do is make another shape like this. So what we're gonna have to do is make a whole big see, that's not gonna do it. So we're just gonna rotate this to the bottom so we can see the bottom like that. And let's see, how are we gonna do that? We'll have to rid some of the shapes here. So we'll copy this one so it looks like that. Actually, you know what? Let's make a cone. Or a pyramid, I mean. I'm sorry. There we go. Make it a pyramid. Shrink it down a little bit. Rotate. So it looks like this. Oh shoot, may have to do a cone. And so we've got our cone. Let's see, how can we make it so, oops, not text, shit. Might have to just use a brush at this point. Or, yeah. So, oops, just drew another cone. So let's turn on 3D view again. As you can see, we got our sort of cone. There we go. And the best we can do is copy, the best we can do is kind of make twist it somewhat like this. We can even rotate our shape so it's sitting flat. I honestly don't think it truly matters. Yeah, so here is our twisted shape from the top view. Make that a little bit bigger. And our cone looks like it's not even a cone at this point. Yeah, so it's gonna be right in the middle there. I thought there used to be like an edit shape button or something like that. There used to be anyway. So let's make this, twist it, yellow on, or this gold color on the top. It's like a dim colored gold. In fact, we may have to redraw the shape a little bit because of the fact that there was a little gap in there. Ah! Oops, that's not even close. Well, it's close enough. I mean, it'll have to do. There, so we got our shape, our weird looking twist it. So now what we can do is we can position that directly on top of the cylinder that we made. Or the cone, I'm sorry. Now what we can do is just position it right on top. Again, I know this is not going to be the most perfect, but it's the best I can do. So we got our flat shape. We'll make the cylinder or the cone just a little smaller. Actually, if we made the cone bigger, like so, add a little depth to the twist it. See, just like that. So we'll change the color to this yellow. Whoa, that's a weird design. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep, and then we can make the actual twist it this gold color. Ah, that looks horrible. You know what? It really doesn't matter at this point. So let's resize this so it just is like slightly proportionate. I know it's not going to be 100%, but what's the worst thing that could happen, you know? Okay, so we've got our 3D shape. This is actually going to be the front foot. So we will group that. And we'll make this bigger as the cone's bigger. Rotate it 180 degrees so it stands. Yeah, so his foot will be like that. And then what we'll have to do is copy paste. Whoa. Copy paste. There we go. I don't know what the heck that was. And what we can do now is put them on the legs. So if we go into 3D view again, and we pan all the way to the bottom, you can pinpoint exactly where we're at here. So put it about halfway through the cylinder and then move it up. Yeah, so it looks like the whole entire cylinder is occupying the shape of the twist. Maybe even pop it out just a little bit. There. I mean, that should be close anyway. So now what we can do is so this will be one of his front feet. Actually, this will be both of his front feet, actually. So now that that's in place, we can take it out of 3D view, first. Select the cylinder, make it just a teeny bit shorter. Group these two together, copy paste, so you got a second one. And now, here's our doggo. Let's put it in 3D view. Take our two shapes, and we can rotate them so they are at least close enough. Here's the back end. Stick that in. Stick the other one in. And there you go. We have two front feet of our doggo. Oh wait, you know what? I just realized this is the wrong position. Oh no, wait, that was right. Never mind. What am I doing? What the hell are you doing, cat? And there we go. We got our doggo's front feet. We can maybe even, so since this is panned, we can move both of these up so they move, so they look closer to his thing there. Move them down. There. Oop. Looks like this one we may have to suck in. View. So it looks like he doesn't have shoulders. That's good. Even though he does have shoulders. Okay. Next we're going to move on to... Could even delete these shapes here. Oh, another thing is I should probably save this project. This is the Bop Dog, is what I'm calling it. Instead of Top Dog, it's Bop Dog. We don't want to lose our hard work. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to want to work on is the back legs. So this is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to pan over here, turn off 3D view first of all, pan and zoom. So if you notice how a dog's leg looks, it has, I'm going to look up the breed of dog my dog was, a wire-haired pointing Griffon. So that, if you kind of notice how a dog's leg looks, it's got, that's an, okay, let me see here. Here's a better image, a Bohemian wire-haired pointing Griffon. Okay, that's not what Alex was, but we'll use this just for reference. I know it's blurry, so you can kind of see the front legs are straight. The back legs have a little bit of an arch to them. That's part of their bone structure. So, and when they sit, like here, they tuck the inside of their body in, and their curved leg, or their curved legs bone structure goes on the outside. So that's close to what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do is when it sits, we're going to do a shape like this. So almost, so it looks like a dog's leg, sorta. I'm saying sorta, it doesn't look precisely like one, but you know what I mean. Oops. And what we got to do is thin this down, just maybe a smidge, to about here. Now we are going to dye this, our Bop It Extreme 22 black, or gray, whatever you want to call it. And 3D view. We're going to place this onto the dog. So we go to about here, move the axis, tuck that in a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect. You'd have to turn, oops, God dang it. Gotta position this again because I ended up messing it up. There we go. So what we're gonna do is shrink this down and down. Put on the z-axis just enough so that we can still tell that the dog is using his legs. Shrink it in a little, not much though, because this next part here is very critical in terms of moving, or in terms of aligning. So, gotta make sure this is evenly flat, because it doesn't even look like it's even flat. There, it'll work. So see, we got a back leg. We'll copy paste. We got another back leg that we will put on the opposite side. So with that, we are going to just use the arrow key and slide over there. If we turn it, it looks like, oh, whoa, that's bad. Need to make it in line with the other. So here, I'm looking at the top view here. So it's got one, both of them are kind of have an arch, which is perfect. Actually, I take that back. These should actually be moved back a little bit further. And then rotate slightly. I still think this does need to get tucked in just a little bit into the z-axis. So it still is like, looks like a dog, you know? Now let's go to the bottom. From the very bottom view, make sure that these are even, which it looks like they are, which is good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the feet, or the back feet, I mean. So how we're going to do that, 3D view off. Is we're going to take the pullet shape from the Extreme 22 so it looks like something like, and I've got my Extreme 22 right here so I can kind of imagine how it would look. We got to put a little extender in there so it tucks into the leg. So we'll put that in. Go into our sticky notes. The pull was 7694A2 for hexadecimal code. That's a really weak looking blue, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, our pullet doesn't have to be super wide, because if you look at it from the Bop It Extreme 2, from the side of the Extreme 2, you'll notice it does have a little bit of depth to it, or not much depth. So we've got our depth there, and what we can also do is put a little shape in here to try and use a brush to make this kind of design that the Extreme 22 has on it. There, if we go to 3D view, it's got that kind of shape there. So now what we can do is I'll just erase that, and if I look underneath, we can make a shape similar. So what we can do is we'll go off a 3D view. We will take the pullet, rotate it, and we can kind of make a shape similar to what the Extreme 22 looks like. So it almost looks like well, not like that. Try this again. There, something like that. And so we can make this super flat, because it doesn't need to be part of the game at all. Well, I mean, it can be. Make that our interesting blue color. Actually, shouldn't this be around this color? Nah. So now what we can do is go into 3D view again. And we can put this shape onto the unit. Oh, that's not even gonna work. What the hell? I wonder if I can go to regular paint and draw the shape and then just paste it on there as an image. That would be nice. So let me take the Extreme 22 again. Oh, crap. Oh, that removes all the transparency. Wonderful. Let's make the whole thing transparent first. Ah, screw it. Just do a new image here. Now let's actually use a marker. So it looks like this. Then we will take our color palette and we will paste it again. We'll fill the lines too. Now what we're going to do is going to save. Oops. I'm not quite sure how to make it transparent. Oh, that's how. So let's go to just call it pull. Now here's something really cool, is you can create your own sticker using an image. So we go to pull and see that it's warped onto the game. So, you know what? Let's make this somewhat lighter so we can see the sticker. Yeah, see, it will warp right on to the shape I just made. So let's see. Actually, let's go back into pull the file and let's open it in Paint. Oh wait, that's not it. So pull, open location, which is on my desktop. Here it is. Open with Paint. And let's repaint this. Or actually, wait. Let's make the outline of this shape almost a lighter or a darker render of this color. So if this was 7694A2. We can even make it just a smidge darker. It's still like a blue-gray. And we'll make the line thick. We'll just carefully trace the shape. We'll save as a PNG. Pull_1. Now we can try and add our sticker again. We can recolor our shape that we've got here. Back to our bluish gray. We can add a sticker to it with pull 1. There, see that? You guys can see there's a little outline there. There, so we got ourselves a sticker with the design, kinda. So now we can rotate it so it goes like that. And we can copy paste this rotate, make it 90 degrees. Now let's go on to our dog here. May have to resize just a little bit. Can turn on 3D view again. And we can put pull it in our inside of that leg. We can do the same for this one, except I'm going to copy paste there. And there we've got front legs, front feet, back legs, and back feet for our dog. Now it's the time for the last piece before we can, and then we can just decorate with not markers, with a brush or other 3D shapes. And that is the flick it, which is going to be the tail. So what we're going to have to do now, the flick it is kind of weirdly shaped. So I'll figure it out. Here we go. So first what we're gonna have to do is, I'm looking at my flick it, and we can make a sphere, an oblong sphere that looks like this. to make it a pill shape or a capsule shape. Yeah, pill shape. You can add color to it, and the last color was 0D. Oops. It was 0D8A63. So it's kind of got that green to it. And then what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to figure out how we can copy the other parts of the flicket. So let's make an oblong sphere like that. Kind of rotate it, put it in there. Then we can use a cylinder to kind of represent the extreme 1 style of the flicket. Here we go. We can even rotate this so it looks more like a flicket. And then copy this, make another oval, or a oblong sphere, sorry. And then this one's a little bit longer this way. Then we'll have to do another tube. This one's going to be a little bit wider. There we go. And then we will have to make a cone shape that's wide like this. See that? Super wide. For the bottom. Keep extending this, maybe even make it higher, like that. We're going to use one more cylinder for a flat base. go. I mean, it looks kind of like a flick it. Well, I'd call it good. Where's our shape here? Oh, here it is. So let's rotate this. Oh, whoa. Looks like I got some work to do here. Extend those. There we go. Oh, and the flick looks like it's really... Let's look at it from the top view. Yeah, see, that cone needs to be moved. So it's near the center. Otherwise, I think that's a pretty decent thing for a flick it. So now that we recolored it, so now we gotta flick it. Sorta. There we go. There's our flick it, kinda. Oops. There we go. Okay, so now that that is like that, we have to rotate it like that. And on the back of the dog, we have to put a little spot here for our flick it. So let's rotate this. So it's about not quite 90 degrees. Yeah, it's about 90 degrees. Make it flat. It'll get sucked in there anyway. Turn it to add more depth to it. All sides are pretty much like that. And we'll dye that. Our Bop It Extreme shell color. There, now it's grouped. And what we can do now is just position the flick inside of the dog. Just a little short stubby tail. And looks like he is about done. So here so we've got our twist it feet, pull it back feet, flick it tail. But wait a sec, we forgot something. What do we do with bop it? Aha. So what we can do is actually, I'll ungroup this shape. And we'll dye the nose part we'll put the nose part, you can only add a certain number of things here, it looks like. So we'll make it purple. That's almost the purple, I think, that is in the Bop It Extreme. Hit save just so we don't lose all the progress that we made. Then what we can do now is I can take a picture of the Bop It Extremes. Oh, actually, let's make the whole head purple because I have an idea. What was our 6A0846? Oops. There we go. We'll make the nose that color too. Make the ears that color. That purple. And what we can do now is I'm going to take a picture of my Bop It Extremes logo. Without much light. Then what I can do now is I will get this picture from my iCloud photos. And it looks like I have exactly 39,001 photos in my camera roll. It's crazy, isn't it? So we will download this. It's downloaded. Now let's go into PowerPoint and we can take that picture and we can remove the background from it. because that's like the easiest way to do it. So we will crop to shape. We'll adjust the shape to the button. We may have to recolor the head if we do this, but we will see where we're at. There we go. Oh, maybe I don't even need to recolor the head. Anyway, so we take the background. All we really got to do is take out the whole entire purple part of this logo. Or at least the marking areas to remove is not like the one that I had before this version, because that one sucked. So we gotta reinsert the white holes on the unit there, or on the logo, I mean. Gotta keep. Oh wait. I'm supposed to get rid of that part, aren't I? Shoot. Come on. Now all I gotta do is, all I need is the white part of the logo. I don't need the rest. There. And we still need to keep the gaps in between the E there. There we go. Ah, crap. And what we need to do is also keep all the little splat bubbles that were in the logo. Oh wait, that was not part of the logo, that is just part of my game. So all these little dots here needed to be kept. I know in my Extreme 2 concept, I didn't include every single dot, but that was because I was too lazy. You know, I guess we don't have to keep every single dot, just as long as we get a majority of them. We keep going. This is the touchy thing with using PowerPoint. Sometimes it'll erase, sometimes it'll think you'll want to remove part of what you actually need. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And we will remove these little tiny specks. Gotta add in some of the bottom bubbles. There we go. Oh, missed a couple spots. Almost done. And we have liftoff right here. So I know it is kind of I see there's a little bit of purple on there yet, but I honestly really don't care about that too much. Now what we can do is go to picture format on my PowerPoint, and we can make it completely white. Well, mostly white anyway. Oh, and let's change the background to black. I'd say that looks pretty good. We gotta save as picture onto my desktop. Go to Extreme 22 logo. Have to save it as a PNG or portable network graphic. Now, what we can do is I have an idea that involves putting our thing, or putting the logo on here as a sticker. Here's the Extreme 22 logo. See, it just blends right on. Maybe we can even put it on the top of his head. How's that? That would make more sense, honestly. And then I gotta make some eyes. So we'll use or a half a sphere for this. This is going to be pretty easy. And we'll continue to put the semicircle in. So he still has eyes, they're just not going to be super visible. And we'll make these black, actually. Actually, no. Let's make one yellow and one green. Should we? Or we could do black. We could even do white if we wanted to. Let's see. Light gray. Yeah, let's do white. Copy that, put it on the other side. And we got that. That looks reasonable. Now we should put black pupils in there. Fill solid black. There we go. another solid black. There we go. Then all we gotta do is we gotta take this whole head here actually. So take everything we've done. I should probably make this a solid. Let's make that purple again. And then do the sticker maybe a little bit smaller. There. And then we can add another 2D shape. That's basically a circle. Fill none. Then we'll make the thickness of the circle maybe only 5 pixels. And then line type will be solid white. There we go. Actually, let's remove the circle. There we go. Now what we can do is let us go back into PowerPoint. And we'll take our Extreme 22 logo. Make the background black again. Now we can crop this so we only get our extreme splat. You know, if we even convert it to a circle. There we go. So we need that part. There we go. So now we got our extreme splat again. Only this time, what we're going to do is we'll save it as a picture. Extreme 22 splat. Make it a teeny bit bigger. Now let's put a shape in there so it covers up the word extreme. Because I've got a plan here. Shape fill, eyedropper, and we'll take the Extreme 22 logo thing there. We'll copy, fill in the little spots that need to be filled in. There we go. Now we can save this as a picture. Extreme 22 splat underscore blank. And now we can add another sticker here. And we can put the splat, the blank splat, I'm sorry, my mixing up my words today. Where did it go? Pictures? Yeah, here it is. So we have our Extreme 22 splat just blank. We can cover up the whole muzzle of the nose / muzzle of the dog. Like that. Then we'll make a little doggy nose. So to do that, we're going to make a soft edge, just a little tiny shape for the nose. Put it right smack dab in the middle. Don't worry, his nose is not going to be... Here we go. His nose is not going to be like that, red. Don't worry. So we'll make that purple. Yeah, I kind of like that. So it's purple there. Or maybe even hit that gray. Yeah, that's even better. And then lastly, we can draw lines and curves. 4-point curve, 5-point curve. Okay, here we go. Oh. Did not know I could do that. There we go. Oops, shoot. Let's put the 5-point curve back here. You know what? We'll just draw it on. So we'll make the thickness super thin, like 10 pixels. Make a little wave shape. Whoa, where am I here? Oh, I'm way behind. Gee whiz. There we go. So now it's off by the nose. You know, maybe I should just draw it on. Oops. Not like that. There. Oops. It's not even there. If you guys haven't noticed, I do have OCD, it seems like, because everything's gotta be perfect. Oh, shoot. There we go. And just for the heck of it, we'll put a tongue there. Because he's a happy boy. To reposition the eye a little bit. There we go. Now, the finishing touch is we'll put a thing here on his for a tongue. And actually, just so he matches the rest of him, I'm going to take all the shapes here. I'll remake the... I'll put the splat back on, don't worry. There we go, we can readjust that. Oops, actually let's make a shape on his head. It goes around here. Fill that with our purple. Go. And then stickers. There we go. And then we can put our splat sticker back on his nose. I think that just makes a very creative touch, just to have it on his nose. There we go. Oh, and I have to redraw the stupid mouth again. Make the thickness 10 pixels. See how thick that is. Oops. Oh, come on. There. Now, like I said, we'll put a tongue on here just for the heck of it. So to do that, we will take a 3D doodle. Oops, turn off 3D view. There. Oh wait, there we go. Oh god, that's not the shape I want to be here. There we go. Let's make that a light pink for the tongue. And we'll use a brush with some a little bit darker of that pink and just draw a single 3-pixel line across the or down the tongue like that. And now let's go to 3D or let's move this up to here, rotate it, where's my thingy here? Oh, here. Oh, it's all the way down there. We can position this forward on the axis. Oops. There we go. And, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary individuals, our doggo is done once this saves. Yeah, our doggo is basically done. Make this maybe a little bit thinner, like that. Shorten it up maybe just a teeny bit. There. So now, people, our doggo is done. We've got a flick it tail, pull it back feet, twist it front feet, and a bop it button head. So, I wonder if I can get this 3D printed. That would be awesome. It'd probably be expensive, especially down here. I just realized the bop it button's not centered, but good enough. So, if you guys liked this super... I didn't realize it was going to be this long of a process. Be sure to let me know in the comments. And I am going to... So I saved it. Save as... I can save it as a 3D model even. As a GLB 3D model. Which I'll do that. And then I will be doing it as... Apparently you can do it as a video too, just like for the animations. You can have it like swivel back and forth or something. So anyway, while that is, yeah, here we go. Here I can save it as a video. I can basically have him spinning. I can have him swing, jump and turn, wobble, emerge, where it comes out of nowhere, or hover. Happy dog. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'll save it as a video later. But anyway, so yeah, this is the Bop Dog model that I kind of had in mind. Finally, I was able to make it a reality on Microsoft Paint 3D. And I may feature the doggo in a couple other of my videos eventually. We'll have to see. I'm going to see if I can find a place in North Dakota or in Dickinson here that can get this 3D printed. Because that would be wicked awesome. So, anyway, that will be it for this video. So, thank you guys for watching. Happy 28th birthday to Bop It. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.